before the Red Bulls game, it had been since 2016 that you guys had conceded first and then come back to win a game. So now that you've done that twice in a row, what does that make you kind of feel about this team and how special they are, but also how do you adjust that to not put yourself in those situations?
Yeah, I mean, I think first and foremost we want to look at the positives and say it says a tremendous amount about our team now that you know, even go back to the DC game, we're down a goal and get a goal late to manage a fantastic result, being down a man for 60 minutes. Then to be down multiple times in the same game against the Red Bulls and come back to get 3 points was massive. But then to top it off with being down 2 goals and coming back to win the game, again, says a lot about the character of the team and what we have to offer. And also I think a little bit about our fitness levels, that we can be that dangerous at the end of a match. From a negative side of it, you'd hope that you wouldn't be chasing every single game, but we have been. And I think that's causing us some problems. You know, we want to be a team that's more in control of the match. That's always going to be difficult to do if you're always coming from behind.
It's the first time in this club's MLS history that they've come back from 2 goals to win a match. What is so different about this club that it was able to do that compared to clubs past?
You know, I think a couple things. I think we focused really tried to be really focused on our fitness levels. I think the strength and conditioning staff that we have here has done just a fantastic job. Because in both the last 2 matches, I would say we were the fresher and fitter team, which is critically important, as we know, in this environment that we play in. But then also, I think just the sheer character and quality of the team. We have quality players. We have guys that can make special plays happen at the end of games, and we have a group that continues to believe and fight and do anything they possibly can to get results.
Chris Mueller, Stefano Pino coming off the bench with those fresh legs. How important are they, and how important will they be moving forward, just coming off as super subs?
Yeah, really important. It's always critically important, the guys that come into matches. Whether you're winning a game or losing a game, the job that those players do is so important. And those 2 guys, as well as R.J. Allen, I think gave us a real positive spark at the end of that game. And they're going to be needed. They're going to be needed in starting roles. They're going to be needed in substitute roles. Guys that started the game are going to be in substitute roles in the future. And I think it's a lesson for everyone to learn that the contribution you can make off the bench can be massively critical.
Short week, and now you're on the road, and a Philly team that has seemingly a lot of firepower when you look at it on paper. With David Kahn coming over as well. What are your thoughts on them?
Yeah, very dangerous team. A team that, if you look at the last 2 matches, they've played really positively and should have probably gotten, no doubt about it, should have gotten better results in those 2 matches. They were dominant in both those games, created a ton of goal-scoring chances, and they're a very dangerous team that's going to be out looking for a fight because they dropped the result at home last week, so they're going to be looking to claw that back, so we need to be very prepared for this one.
David Kahn has had success even before you got here against this team. Is there something, from your playing days, you remember just one team, you see them and it just mentally, you've had success against them and then they continue to have success?
Yeah, I suppose, in my day it was Kansas City. For some reason I seemed to have a lot of success against them, and I have no idea why. And I wouldn't say that it was 100% of the time. It just, you know, sometimes it felt like it. But, you know, David's a very gifted player with some real athletic capability with his speed. So those guys are always going to be dangerous in MLS, and I think they're dangerous against every opponent. It's not just against us.
On Sunday, you debuted a new center back pairing with Spector and Sane, with them playing a full match together. What did you think of them? Good, but still lots of improvement to be made from my point of view on the defensive side of things. It's not necessarily the defending in our final third. For me, it's more the defending happening in the midfield third, and what we're doing in those areas to again, control the match better, so that we're not dealing with so many transitions. End-to-end play is the stuff that coaches aren't big fans of, and the fans are. But I think we need a bit more control, and that starts with the back 4 and the 2 center backs. So improvement to be made, but still positive.
Tactical shift to the 4-2-3-1 to start the match this time around. Were you pleased with how your team played in that system?
Mostly. Again, I don't think it was a perfect night, but it's the first time that we started in that shape, and so you know that you're going to need improvement. but you have to be happy with the number of chances that we created. And I think, honestly, either shape, we've created a tremendous amount of goal-scoring chances in every single game. So from that point of view, I'm not concerned. For me, it's about that control factor and how do we gain more control of games.
Udi Rosell, I feel like we're on Rosell watch still.
Yeah.
What's his health like?
It's
Could we see
good.
this weekend?
It's good. Training fully. He really kind of entered the second half of last week, started training completely fully. Trained fully today. Of course, we had a shortened session by about 15 minutes, so was hopeful to get all that work in for him. Was unable to do it. But I do think, now going forward, he's in consideration. Whether that be from a role coming off the bench or starting is to be determined. But I think he's there or thereabouts.
How critical is he for the control aspect in that midfield that you've been looking for this season?
Could be really critical. Starting off in the diamond, I think he was really the missing piece from my point of view. To play a very young player in Cam Lindley, I think he did a fantastic job of what he could. But it's a big ask, that role to play the number 6 alone. And then Christian played one game there, and I thought he did a pretty decent job too. Although what probably wasn't quite as clean on the ball as I would like that position to be. And Yuri represents a total package for us in that position, so could provide us another different looking option.
How closely do you follow the CONCACAF Champions League? And there's all this talk of the MLS has closed the gap because of where Toronto and New York are sitting.
Yeah.
Do you feel like that's happened?
I do absolutely. And watching all the matches, I don't feel as if some of the years prior I felt we were just completely outmatched, completely outgunned with quality of players and the number of quality of players. And watching it this year, I feel differently. But I think it's early. I don't want to be tooting our horns too early. It's the first year that I think that everybody could realistically, with a straight face, say that. And so you need to do that over multiple years, and we also need to win some games tonight. So.
Thanks, Jason.